Damn. Damn. I feel so bad. I can't do this thing. I better go and see the doctor. Hello, doctor.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. How are you?
Fine, you? What can I help you?
Well, I've been feeling very bad lately. It's been like 3 days since I feel so bad. My body hurts. I've been coughing a lot. I have lots of irritation in my nose. I don't know what to do. I can do homework, can do anything. I feel just so bad.
Say no more. Did a mosquito bite you?
Well, I do remember being bitten by a lot of mosquitoes, but
Dengue.
are you sure? Isn't that like?
Well, I can make you a blood test if you want, but I'm almost 100% sure you have dengue.
Well, okay.
Okay, you want the
Yes,
test?
yes.
Okay, we'll see later.
Hello, doctor. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Well, I'm still sick.
Well, I can see that. You want to know your results?
Yes, let's see.
Okay.
What's up with me?
According to the 3 tests of blood we made you, I was right. You have dengue.
But what can I do, doctor? Isn't that like deadly or something?
No, don't worry. It's not deadly. But you will suffer a little of pain. Sincerely, there are 2 options for you. I have
Alright.
2 vaccines.
Uh-huh.
One is safe and with no pain, but I can guarantee you will eventually heal. The other option, you will suffer a lot of pain, but it's 100% sure you will heal completely.
Well, I'm completely sure I don't want to suffer anymore, so why don't we try the first one?
Okay, we'll try the first one. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
On the count of 3.
Okay.
1. That wasn't that bad, right?
Well, thank you a lot, doctor. I hope this works and I get better.
I hope that too, sir.
Well,
That's gonna be 20 pesos.
sure. I forgot.
See you later.
According to Epicurus Samos, the human being as well as animals tend to run away from pain as they seek the more amount of pleasure possible. Uh, Nowadays, dengue fever is particularly harmful to systems of humans, and it's also particularly painful. Um, Also nowadays, there exist vaccines which are effective in the aspect that they combat the disease, but they cause a lot of harm to and pain to whoever takes it. And on the other side, there are other vaccines which are not as effective combating the disease, but they do not harm the patients physically with pain, and this is why a lot of people tend to use the vaccine, which actually is not helping to improve their disease condition, just to run away from pain, and this is where a dilemma occurs.
For example, in 2012, there were around 220 million cases of dengue fever, in which only 2 million of the cases were severe. That year, around 22,000 people died. So this means that we only consider acceptable the using of the dangerous vaccine on around 0.9% of the cases. But we also mentioned that we just condone the use of this vaccine on the several and mortal cases that will reduce only to the 0.0095% of them. Although Epicurus de Samos lived in the ancient Greece, we still believe that his philosophy of ethics is still relevant for the daily cases.
We also believe that the pursuit of pleasure isn't enough to put in risk your life, and in that case you would be chasing immediate pleasure, and instead of that we must search for long-term pleasure, which in this case is acquired by having a well-being and a healthy human system with no diseases.